Hello and welcome to ZSR. It's another MMR Season 2 tournament match between MrMario7788 and CheckRaise. This is Losers Bracket Round 2. On commentary, we've got Cemetery, Vidya James, and myself.
What up?
Hello.
This is such an exciting match. We got two very, very competent racers here. They're both seated around the same, I think, like 10th and 11th, 12th, 13th?
10th and 13th.
10th? Yeah, so pretty evenly matched. They're also very notable as OOT players, like very, very good at OOT as well. Mr. Mario is like probably like top 10 Ooter players overall, and I don't think CheckRaise is far behind, but they're also very good at MMR, so this should be a lot of fun. What do you think Mr. Mario's file name is going to be? Just A? Wow, that's so boring. All right, let's go CheckRaise.
Oh no,
Wait,
he's changing it.
Oh shit, okay.
Good luck, have fun.
He heard me somehow.
Oh, I need to refresh my page. Like way ahead of you guys.
It is now good luck, have fun. So it's much better than CheckRaise's just Z, right?
Yeah, but it would have been cool if they were A and Z, just uncoordinated. I remember last year when Drew and I had our first round, we both didn't coordinate, but our file names were both Deku Soldier. So that was pretty
Season
cool.
1, that was actually a popular file name.
Well, part of it was that you were required to have two file names when you started the race. Here they
So,
come.
Vidya, can you tell me what got changed in Season 2?
A lot.
Well, I know there's the boat speed up. I know.
Sorry.
Easy.
Okay.
I know there's the boat speed up. I know there's Keezy.
We're playing on version 1.14 now.
Yeah. I know
That's
there's
a difference.
where there's no more small keys in the dungeon.
Yeah, so this has changed the context of dungeons quite a bit, where in Season 1, Stone Tower and GBT really didn't feel that strong as regions, and now they seem to have their relevance. Because, especially like Stone Tower, it's a lot of checks, but because it's so deep into logic, it does balance out quite a bit. So it does still feel like a good play to do it, and you will definitely do it as your progression earlier than you would in Season 1. So
It looks like we have an opponent start.
Yes, we do.
dude, come on!
Snow
Stop
Head-
it with these opponent starts! Oh my god, I'm so mad.
Snowhead Temple's pretty good in Keezy too.
Yeah, it gives you 5 checks, or 6 total checks once you can fully clear it. 5 checks if you do not have the fire arrows.
Hear me out here, VXR. Before we do a prediction for who's gonna win this, can we do a prediction of if the Coast Grotto is required? Because it always is, every single time.
Datless, every time that Vidya is involved, there seems to be an opponent start.
I gotta stop playing MMR, I'm sorry.
Here, I'll start the prediction and then I'll do a poll.
I need more
Ooh.
Gamba.
Well, there's our easy Icona access with Garo Mask on, being on Tingle.
Yeah, so important to note, until you get a projectile, those both of those items are out of logic. We just do it anyway because they're two free, really quick checks, and you're in the tree. You're probably going down the North Clocktown tree anyway, so it just makes sense to go for it. And if there's something there, cool. If not, whatever. And so already we've got our divergence here. Mr. Mario is going straight for the observatory. Observatory opener, obviously one of the more popular routes. CheckRaise is playing opponent's song. I've never seen this. Oh my god. Is he going straight for coast?
You
Is
guys
he
sit
going
out of the
straight for
north.
No,
Right.
he's yeah, he's headed that direction right now.
The reason he exited north is that he wanted to cut out loading zones. It's faster to just leave north and then ride Epona if you're going to do this, but this is so cool. Oh my god, he's going straight for the grotto. Let's go, CheckRaise!
This will determine the match. No, kidding. But this is fun.
It legitimately could. If it's a bow and there's another Goron mask on Swamp Archery, bruh. CheckRaise was watching last night. He knew. Meanwhile, I can talk about MJ Evans just in chat, just reading the name out loud. Talk about Mr. Mario in his opener. Observatory opener. This essentially is rushing.
Sorry, the grotto is not required today.
Aww. Feels
Sad.
bad. But yeah, Mr. Mario's Observatory Opener. This essentially is killing time so that the inn opens at 8. And you set up this Deku Scrub so that you can just go night 1 as soon as possible, do this big loop around Termina Field, and then by the time you're done, it's going to be basically midnight, and you can do Blast Mask. And this is really efficient because it rushes time of day checks faster than any other opener, meaning that if your progression is just hard locked behind like day 2, day 3 stuff, Observatory Opener will get to it faster than basically any other opener unless you just play double time right away. But nobody really does that because you don't want to skip the room key check at 2 p.m.
Laundry Pool, Way of the Hero.
Oh man. So we're gonna hope that Guru is required, and then if not, then it's a hunt for Cafe Letter, and we hope that we don't fight it first cycle because that's annoying to route.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this is actually pretty nice for CheckRaise because he's now able to do room key here. He killed enough time going to that grotto. The only unfortunate thing is that he doesn't set up the Deku Scrub, so that's going to be kind of a pain to route later, but we'll see if it actually matters.
Wow, and also Hookshot on Bomb Shop. That's our first logical projectile that puts Gyro Mask and Room Key in logic.
Of course. So, CheckRaise is going to advance time to that sweet spot of 2 to 4 p.m. where we can get the room key check.
We can actually get to Arcana Canyon, although we can't do anything there.
Yeah.
Outside the Shrine Grotto. Well, the Shrine Grotto.
Yep, we could hit the owl if we wanted to. Shrine Grotto is in logic. Yo, rush it. Rush it right now. And we'll see what room key is now.
Funny Hood.
Alright, nice. Good to go fast.
That's nice to get early in game, just so you can move fast until you get the Goron Mask with magic.
Even without magic, I think Goron Mask is still way faster than Bunny Hood.
Plus, as chat pointed out, Postman's game is now technically in logic.
Alright. I'm putting everything on CheckRaise.
You're 100 points?
100,000 points on CheckRaise. So, big payout for anybody who predicted Mr. Mario.
It's a silver rupee from Madame Aroma. She's loaded.
We still have our bet of 1 sub Mario versus CheckRaise.
I don't know about it. By the way, if anyone in chat wants to take me up on a $20 bet, I got $20 of Mr. Mario. $20 US. Any takers? I don't think there's going to be any takers.
Not me.
It's only $20. What do we got here? Double D's? Nice.
Also nice to get early in game.
I'm a fan of both of these tunic colors, though. I think I like Mr. Mario's just a little bit better.
Stone Mask, Stone Mask will be nice to get before you go to Deku Palace or Pirate Fortress.
Are you guys ready to get stoned with the Stone Mask?
Oh gosh.
Okay, we're about to see the moment of truth if Guru is our way of the hero. Or if we have to find that infamous letter to Cafe.
Big pausers here. What do you got for us, friend?
It is...
Ooh,
okay, that's ambiguous.
Truth? Okay.
Ambiguoso, but you know what? We're going to hold on to that. We're going to go to day 3, and then we'll find out. Going to Ranch Cycle 1 on day 3 is typically... Most people do it. There are a couple runners who think it's not great. There are some obvious trade-offs. If you don't have Goron Mask, it can be quite slow, but with the Bunny Hood, it's not that bad. You can just make it night 3 and go to Ranch right away, and you can check everything you need to there with the Bunny Hood very easily.
Also, if you get one reason you wouldn't do it is if you get the keg and Goron Mask early, because you'll do the song check.
If you get keg and Goron Mask, then you don't do it until next cycle, but there's always the chance that one of those items could just be in the doggy racetrack chest, and then you're just putting it off indefinitely. Alright, so this is something pretty funny. Yeah, so this is actually I do this too, and this is something a lot of top runners will do. Because the visual cue of the rotating targets, what most runners use without the bunny hood, more top players are used to doing that than doing the bunny hood strat.
Yeah, and, it's 19 arrows, right?
Yeah, you count the 19th arrow to go over his head. And it's super consistent. It's pretty lenient. Like, there's a couple frames where it works on English. But if you have the bunny hood on, people don't know exactly when. Like, obviously you stop it at 10, but there's like varying levels of input lag and latency based on your platform of choice. So some runners will... Yeah.
Check accidentally doing the novice course instead of the expert course.
The dingus tax. All good, you just have to leave and go back in.
And Mario getting his Mask of Truth.
See, so... Looks like both of these guys are doing a similar route. Actually, CheckRaise might go to the observatory, but Mr. Mario is just doing the tried and true observatory opener, which, as you will see, will just do this big loop. He'll leave out of West Clockdown after Swordsman School, and then go all the way... Okay, well, Postman Game he's going to do second. But yeah, he'll just go all the way from West Clockdown down through the north to Dongos, get the hints, Pillar Grotto, South Termina field chests, and then it'll be just in time for the Blast Mask. Actually, he might be a bit early with the Bunny Hood, but we'll see.
Check actually going there out too, instead of not going to the observatory yet.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting, because he's not going to be able to route in checking the scrub.
Seahorses are dead.
Don't need to worry about that. Alright, you're gonna do the Dongo Grotto here.
Seahorses, I think, are one of the better sometimes hint to find out that they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for the Dongo strat here is you just spam jump slashes. If you mash A fast enough, you don't want to do jump slash cancels here. If you do, it'll actually be too fast, and you will hit the Dongo while it's still got iframes. So you just want to mash A as fast as you can.
It's a nice, easy way to refill your wallet, too.
Yeah. Mr. Mario also taking off the bunny hood, which, like I said, dude, top runners, they're just so used to doing it without bunny hood that doing it with bunny hood is, like, actually harder.
Yeah, I never knew about the counting triangles until I saw the randomizer.
Yeah.
Mario finishing up
Stone
his
Tower is foolish. We got a Stone Tower foolish.
Palmer's got nothing.
So no legendary Deku Mask and Stone Tower seed today.
It can still be in the well. Just like other things in the well, right, Video?
Hmm.
Archery is nothing.
So I guess one thing that's with the bunny hood, I don't think a lot of people know this, but the bunny hood, when you walk with the bunny hood, is the exact same speed as back walking. But it's essentially you're just back walking forwards everywhere. So it's not as fast as it probably seems, but it is helpful.
Whoa,
wow. Nice.
Ice arrows on
Bank
200?
So one thing I gotta mention as well with Observatory Opener is of all the openers, I've actually found that Observatory Opener is one of the weaker ones in terms of money routing. You obviously you get the 1 deposit when you go through West Clocktown Night 1, and then you get the 100 off of the Dodongos. But even with those, you're not guaranteed to get Bank 200 by the end of Night 1. Whereas basically every other opener will guarantee that you have Bank 200 at that point. So Mr. Mario actually made it a point to deposit the gold rupee after he got Observatory, before going to the inn and advancing time, which is basically the only thing you can do to make it not terrible for routing money. And with that, he was able to get Bank 200 before he even goes to Dodongos, so really good, like, custom routing there.
I want to point out...
Arcana Castle is foolish. Alright, Ranch Sisters are both nothing. Woodfall is foolish. And Gossips is a bottle. So, that means Egos is either going to be Song of Healing or Song of Storms.
Yeah. It's always nice to see a foolish song location, because you can cross off the song item entirely. Well, not Mirror Shield. You can't cross off Mirror Shield entirely, but as a go mode, as a potential go mode item, you can essentially write it off, which is nice.
There's All Knight's Mask, and Mr. Mario is actually only magic away from being able to get Icon access.
Yeah, fully in logic. Being able to do Pohut, I guess.
And check the stone up there, come on. Ooh, Zora Mask.
Nice. Alright, I don't want to admit it, but I think this might be a seed where South Opener might have an advantage. Well, you might not get the hook shot. Let's see what's in Stumpy. Does South Opener win? Bow? No, it does not. No, it does not. Never mind. You miss out on that bow if you do South Opener.
Isn't the Swamp South?
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is...
Oh, you would have skipped the hook shot and then you have to come back to Stumpy.
Yeah. And yeah, so we have... CheckRaise has got a little bit of extra time before he goes to check Blast Mask, so he's able to get another deposit. So I think he has enough? No, he still needs to make one more deposit before he gets his Ice Arrows, but that's okay. Ice Arrows is not super important right now.
No, and Bank 200 is really easy to get. Actually, if he's hurt fast enough, he can get the transformation check done real quick.
I don't think he'll make it.
Nah, not worth risking it.
Farm somebody. What do you mean, secret Zora Stumpy strats? Are you hiding tech from us, Drew? Also, shoutouts to all the people that I gifted subs to Amaranth to. There's the last one. I think Boo's the only one who, just of their own will, had a sub to Amaranth, and then I brought the love to other people.
And bomb back on Bomb Lady.
That's just a market improvement on that check.
Got a lot of stuff already.
Terminus Scrub has Goron Mask.
Okay, we need a wallet.
Uh-oh, CheckRaise needs to route that in.
We do need to find a wallet, though, before Mario can put that to any use. But that knowledge is helpful.
So, I'm sure CheckRaise will do Observatory after this, before he goes to Swamp. But that's...
Also, with him having the bombs, he can fully clear those checks and Observatory.
Yeah, that's one thing that'll route a little bit nicer, but the trade-off is he has to walk all the way to that grotto. So, I think it does balance out. But maybe he won't until he gets a wallet. I'm not sure how he routes it.
Knockdown Fairy didn't really give us anything.
Yep.
We also know that the bombers are not going to give anything for CheckRaise. You would save all-night mass checks until next cycle, right?
I would probably... Well, we don't have a bottle right now, and not really a way to... Not really a way to route in Woods of Mystery.
But there's always a bottle in Pirate's Fortress.
Well, that's not really... Actually, I guess it is an option right now, you're right. But there's also... There's the bottle on Gossips, so maybe you can route that in efficiently.
Although we can't do it right now,
we don't have a song for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is later on. So, with All Night Mask, I would probably just go to Swamp. I would debate. With Zora Mask and Buddy, doing Woods of Mystery is pretty fast, even if you don't get a bottle. So I'd probably do that, and then go back to Clocktown, and then do All Night Mask.
Swamp Title Deed on Bomber's Hideout.
Not really important right now. Maybe one of these players will opt to save scum it, yeah, but I don't know.
Yes, and here's your Observatory check for CheckRaise, by the way.
So hopefully he's got a plan for that scrub.
So we really don't actually have any song checks we can anywhere we can go for a song check yet. Until we go, we can't even go north because we don't have the Goron mask.
Well, you can go north. It's just you can't get the song there.
That's what I was meaning.
Yeah. So Goron will unlock one. Keg and Goron will unlock another.
Captain's hat.
A bottle will put eggs into logic.
Unscape gonna have wallet in the seed?
Yeah, we do have to
what,
find
yeah.
at least one wallet to clear this out.
Yeah. All right. Here's what it is. We're gonna get Deku. It's gonna be. What is it? It's gonna be New Age Bossa Nova and Palace. That one bottle on Gossips is going to be required so that you can do one bottle eggs to get healing, and then Mikau has got the wallet for Goron Mask.
Okay, and I thought I was evil.
You play enough seeds, you get to learn what truly terrifying things it can throw at you.
Actually, I was evil because I did say I wanted lights in the left side well, and it did happen last night. So, as someone in chat or in comms definitely knows.
Now we'll see. I'm wondering what. What's up?
All three of us know about that.
Yeah. So
From one way or another, yeah.
looks like Mr. Mario is just saying, okay, that swamp title deed is an easy enough spot that I can grab it. Probably not going to get Goron and Deku both this cycle, and even if I do, who knows if I'm actually going north. So he's not even going to bother saves coming. He's just going to hand this into the toilet. We've got a room key in logic, so there's a decent chance that this is required. And I know there's a bit of confusion around the logic behind toilet hand. It's got nothing, but even though you can go into the inn freely on night 3 and do toilet hand, it is specifically not in logic at all until you get Deku or room key.
And he will not have a temporary item, correct?
Yeah, he won't have a temporary item, but this is just like a safeguard to prevent you getting locked out of stuff from it being like on night 3. So
Yeah, like. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I mean, we will make 500 eventually get put in the logic, so we need a wallet for that Goron mask.
So it looks like Mr. Mario is just going to go straight to day 3. I think his reasoning here is that you have the potential... Oh, there's a wallet.
There's your wallet.
So that's a nice find for for CheckRaise, and he's going to get that not immediately. Well, he's first going to deposit the money to get his bank 200, get his ice arrows, and then he can immediately get his wallet.
So never mind what I said about Mr. Mario, by the way. He's not actually going to do both grandma stories right now. He just did the first one just in case there was something. But I think after doing Swamp and other things, he'll probably go and get the other story and make it day 3, and then probably go straight to Ranch.
So this allows us, if we get the Goron mask, to go north and get our first song on Baby Goron.
Yeah, this is actually really good for CheckRaise because he is going to route in that scrub, and he's going to be able to do it in one trip with the wallet that he has. Well, if he can get money, I guess, but
yeah, he'll have to farm up some money or withdraw it. But
oh, actually, no. What he can do is he can actually go to the pillar in East Termina Field and climb it, get the 40 there, hit the tree and get the other 40, and then with that red rupee he just got, he will. He'll have enough to buy the Goron mask, if that's what he chooses to do. So,
We got a sword upgrade off of Honey and Darlings. That's nice.
is he gonna go do this right now?
Oh,
Yeah,
archery,
he's just gonna do minigames. Yeah, this makes sense to wrap this in now.
I was kind of curious. CheckRaise did choose to hop into the inn through the upper door, even though he did buy the room key earlier.
Oh, I guess, yeah, they both did that. I think they both forgot that they had a room key and can just walk in the door. But
Yeah, it's gonna be easy to forget.
yeah, it's fine. It's not a huge time loss.
I'm gonna not respond to what Kat was talking about. About her early
Oh my god.
minigames.
Alright, so what CheckRaise is doing here is actually really clever. It didn't work out. He got kind of owned by RNG. But if you shoot those targets, they spawn rupees. And he's 2 rupees short of being able to do both the minigames. So he's trying to shoot the targets and get 2 rupees to fall down. So he's going to get another opportunity to do it after he clears this minigame. And then he'll have enough to do town archery as well. So really clever little bit of niche knowledge there.
Yeah, it's something I often did as a kid.
Yeah.
You can also hit the gong inside Swordsman School for 5 rupees. I know that at the half-hour mark. And on the hour, if I remember correctly.
So that's how that works. I just thought it was random. Like you had to hit it in the right spot.
It has to be at the specific time of days.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay, this time he's getting better luck with the rupees falling down, and now he has 20, so he's able to do archery.
He's gonna get his bomb chew here, and then go find the scrub, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Mario, you want to look at what the bomb shop has? Because he knows there's a Goron mask, and if he sees that wall, he's gonna be like, "Oh, I can get Goron mask right now."
Oh yeah, he's the one that saw. I don't think CheckRaise saw.
No, so CheckRaise knows that there's a Goron, or CheckRaise has the wallet, but Mr. Mario knows there's a Goron mask, so...
Yeah. So one of them has the wallet and the other one has the information, but neither of them have both. So they're both missing out on Goron right now, which... If Mr. Mario were to just get that wallet and buy the Goron mask right away, he would have a huge time advantage. Because Goron mask saves so much time, especially early game when you're just like going around, just walking all the way to Swamp, through Woods of Mystery and all that. Goron mask will save you like an insane amount of time.
And now my main villain in the original Ocarina of Time, the P-Hat.
Yeah, GFS.
Nice.
That's also nice to find nice and early.
Get a couple more hints here.
Zora Cape.
Alright.
Really nice with early Zora Mask and Hookshot. You can basically full clear Cape.
So you would want to check Beavers since that is Way of the Hero, right?
Yeah.
I won't get hinted today.
Yeah, so that... well, it could still be hinted, but if it is, then it's not going to be the... Oh, we have both sometimes? It's okay.
Yeah, we have Seahorse and Gossips.
So the way I handle it when Zora Cape is Way of the Hero is I'll go do the grotto in the underwater chest. Alright, CheckRaise now knows that Goron Mask was there as well. By the way, he just peeked it, so he's going to be like, alright, let's get some money.
Oh, there's the mountain title deed on Milk Road Tingle.
Yeah, it's
that could be important. Oh, wait,
by the way, chat, you do not know how hard it is to actually hit that tree.
We have not found Letter to Cafe.
So I think CheckRaise is just going to grab money for that right now. So you can get the Goron Mask. Because
I was going to say we were going to find a Gorman race, but then he ran off.
Well, he doesn't have enough money for it.
Oh yeah, it takes 10.
Right, 10.
Yeah, so the way you, or at least the way I would route Cape when it's Way of the Hero, is I'll do the grotto underwater chest, hit the owl, and then void out. Because if you go off the coast, you void out and go back to the beach. And then I I peek the like first, and then I do the hookshot chest. And if I found nothing, then I'll do Beavers. But if I've already found something, I'm just going to say, alright, this is probably Way of the Hero. We don't need to do Beavers.
I thought you loved Beavers, though, video.
That's what people say.
Being Canadian and all. It's the... What, isn't it the icon? Not the icon, what's the national animal of the beaver? Or Canada? Or is that the moose?
I don't know if there is a national animal. Is there a national animal of America?
It's the bald eagle.
Oh, yeah. National animal of Canada. Find out. It is the beaver. Okay.
LMAO.
Sorry, Vidya.
Okay. I'm not a very patriotic Canadian. It's fine.
Goose? For Canada?
If I'm being real...
By the way, there is Check's Goron Mask.
I think I have more in common with a bald eagle than I do a beaver. So we're both bald. Get it? Please laugh.
MJ says you care more about hockey.
Go Leafs, go.
So can I say go Lightning, go?
Well, I mean, if you want to just bandwagon, then sure.
Well, I live in Tampa.
You're still bandwagoning, man.
No, I've liked Lightning since years upon years ago.
Yeah, it's just cheer for the team that's won the last 2 years. All right, bud.
Dude, I've liked the Lightning for like 10 years.
I'm yanking your chain, bro.
And I say screw the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because for football.
The Bucks. You don't like Tom Brady?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
CheckRaise went past this underwater chest here.
No,
He might come back to it.
Yeah, hopefully.
If it has ocean title, I'll be alive.
Okay, W.
All right, now you don't go ranch. Now,
because that gives us a second title or song check.
Yeah, so Mr. Mario will hopefully eventually find that wallet.
All right, CheckRaise again.
Correction. Mr. Mario does not know that the wallet is there yet, so he might still have to go, or might go ranch on day 3.
Yeah, we'll see. I wonder if he just forgot, or if he's just planning to route it in later. It doesn't make much sense to not just check it right there and then, but...
Wallet was on bomb bag upgrade in the shop.
The big bomb bag purchase. I'm expecting this last play of the hero to be tournament field at this point.
It's for everything we've gotten, yeah.
Mr. Mario's gonna route this in before he goes south, which is fair enough, I guess. And he's gonna be able to do a bit more. I guess with the cape way of the hero, he might just want to rush that right now.
So I have a question for you about logic. With Icona Castle being foolish, does that officially rule out Pamela being possible?
Yeah. If you see a song location that's foolish, then Pamela is automatically dead no matter what.
Well, there goes some of our favorite ones.
Dude. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate you. I think Mr. Mario is just gonna see what's in cape, because he can full clear cape right now, so he might as well just do it now. And he might think it's a wallet, but it's gonna be something else. Surely it'll be helpful. But
interestingly enough, CheckRaise can immediately go there too, because he did grab the owl his first time there.
Yeah, and he might just do that. It looks like he's doing that right now. So these guys will be pretty synced up for the next little bit.
Can you hookshot this tingle?
Yeah, he needs to be at like near the bottom of his up and down cycle, and it's pretty precise, but you can.
Alright, not anything really helpful from this tingle for module purposes.
Yeah,
CheckRaise almost jumped in as Goron.
Did CheckRaise get ice arrows? I think he did. He must have, yeah.
Yeah. Could our tracker please update CheckRaise? Thank you.
Alright, Way of the Hero, Zora Cape.
CheckRaise is going to save it.
Full clear it?
Yes, you can. You can full clear Cape right now. CheckRaise is going to save a little bit of time because he has Goron Mask, but you're Zora and human for a lot of this, so it doesn't really matter. And Mr. Mario's got the bunny hood, so it's not that bad.
Those are other seahorses hints.
And already we've got differing routes. Mr. Mario is doing the route that I suggested for Cape, where you put Beavers last.
Well, Captain
that's probably Way of the Hero.
If I see that, there's no way in hell I'm doing Beavers.
We officially have all 2 of our song items.
We got Beans, maybe Bean of the Hero. But yeah, we have all the song items that matter.
Ooh, and there's a bottle.
A bottle, which... If that bottle locks a song needed to get the Gossip Stones, that could be Way of the Hero.
Yep. I think it's very unlikely, considering we have so many ways to get songs right now. But...
It would require Elegy to be blocked, or to be one of the songs we get, and Oath to be one of the songs we get, or Healing.
Let's do the math here, because we can do it.
He's doing Beavers.
We can do Graveyard right now with the Captain's Hat. We can do Baby Goron, and we can do Epona.
Eggs as well.
And Eggs. So there's no way that can happen.
Mathematically, we have to get at least one song that lets us do gossips. Although, actually, no. If it's eggs, then yeah. So it could be, but very unlikely.
Well, even with eggs, we have 4 ways of getting songs currently, so none of them would block us from being able to have a bottle.
Well, the question is, are we going to get egg song locking that other gossips bottle? And maybe we'll have to do eggs. And it is possible, but we need to have Ranch, Village, and Graveyard Song be like Healing Oath Elegy, basically. That's the only way. Healing or Storms.
We know one of those 2 are dead on Egos.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that worst case, we're only getting one of Healing and Storms.
Yeah, so this is not an all songs seed.
Although, we could still need the Mirror Shield if it locks Light Arrows.
Yeah, so that's the only way that Mirror Shield will be relevant, yeah.
Probably unlikely.
Right, I'll bet anybody in chat $100 right now. There's nothing on Beavers.
And you have Mr. Mario that's doing Beavers too.
Ah, boo.
They're not satisfied with Captain's Hat.
I'm not joking.
Well, Check actually did not get the Captain's Hat yet, so he has not found a thing that fulfilled his way of the hero. So I understand his logic for doing Beavers, but...
Not a problem. I can stop whenever I want.
You got the same bet from MJF as I gave you earlier.
It's not Beavers. So it's probably the Captain's Hat, unless we somehow get a Bean of the Hero.
This is what I'm saying, man.
Oh wait, we still have the like.
Yeah, which... It kind of makes sense to route this in after Beavers, but I usually do this and then do the hookshot chests. Somehow, I was able to predict that Beavers wouldn't have anything.
Alright, so it is.
Wait, why are you leaving, Jack?
That's interesting. Interesting that he's not gonna get Captain's Hat. Sure, thanks for the gift sub.
Is he just... Oh, he's grabbing the mountain title deed so he could turn it in as soon as he goes to Zora Hall.
Well, I guess that makes sense, yeah. You just needed some money. Wow, Mr. Mario, think of all the things you could have been doing during this time that you're doing Beavers. You could have gone to Graveyard. You could have checked the bomb shop and got your wallet. And then you could have got Goron Mask, routing it in on the way to Graveyard, but instead you're doing Beavers, and you're giving CheckRaise an opportunity to catch up.
And he will as soon as he gets the bottle and Captain's Hat, correct?
Yeah, he'll probably go to Graveyard pretty soon.
Actually, technically he's caught up anyway, because he does have that Goron Mask. No, CheckRaise has already done the Beavers, and it was just $50.
It's not.
Vidya loves the Beavers as much as he yells about it.
You ever see the Nickelodeon show Angry Beavers?
Yes, I love that show.
I don't remember it. Or don't really recall it.
That's me. I'm angry about Beavers.
Just live it and let it go. Deep breaths, Vidya.
Do you guys hear about the... Okay. So it's funny that Guppy and Drew are agreeing to both do Beavers in their race on Saturday. Drew and I had an agreement, which actually goes back to Season 1. It was an agreement between Drew and ATZ that during their race, neither of them would gamble on Dog Race unless it was, like, hinted.
By the way, that's Pictograph Box in Lulu's room.
So I just find that, like, agreements between runners before the race is often really fun.
Okay, you're right there. No, Mr. Mario, check your Bombshell.
He definitely forgot that was the thing.
That could be a concern.
This will allow CheckRaise to also loop in the Picto box with Tingle when he heads to the swamp finally. Just one more check to get out of the way.
Speaking of the swamp, that's where Mr. Mario looks like he's heading there now. Too late for swamp archery, though.
I don't know what CheckRaise is doing here. He's just waiting. Maybe he was like Googling the song here. Yeah, he's Googling right now. He's furiously typing in Evan song Majora's Mask. I've got the notes. I know a lot of people will just make it like a command in their chat for like Nightbot to just spit out the notes, but
yeah, kind of like an OTR with the Frog Ocarina game.
Oh man, that's a pendant up there in the tree.
Postman's hat. Well, that's another ambiguous check. So Trunus and BC Guppy both trying to get the other person to do Beavers, even though they say they will not do them themselves. We are still missing a Way of the Hero. I would love the irony if it ended up being Snowhead Temple, just because of irony, but...
Oh, Road to Swamp Tingle's got another bomb bag.
We'll see. I think CheckRaise is probably going either Graveyard or Swamp. I think Graveyard first.
Giant's Mask! Twin Mold is now in Logic!
Can't believe we pranked an entire season by making people think that Giant's Mask made Twin Mold in Logic.
I'm making
it's a meme.
Yeah. No, dude, season 1, people like legitimately believed it. So yeah, that's pretty much the only way that Mr. Mario can. Oh,
okay,
nice.
that was a magic, which is magic locked.
Yeah, Ocean Spider House requires magic to logically complete, but if people are getting desperate for magic, then they can do that. It's not very wise, but if magic's your go mode and you have a bunch of stuff left, you might as well just do that instead.
Oh,
the
bailed out by the grotto.
What's a mystery, man? It's got a bottle every time.
It's like Pirate's Fortress, always had a bottle, right? And CheckRaise, with having the bigger wallet now, is not losing out on these things, and he'll be able to do Swamp Shooting Gallery for this time of day.
No, Mr. Mario took the bunny hood off? Bruh. Oh my god, I'm so mad. Mr. Mario, come on. So there's a little bit of tech you can do with Koume. If you're wearing a mask and you talk to her, and then you press the mask button, it'll cancel out of her text faster than if you were to press A and B. So if you're wearing bunny hood, you can just press the bunny hood button, and it saves a second. Like, you might as well do it. But he took the bunny hood off. I can't believe him.
Oh yeah, if the Spider House just had magic too, that would be hilarious. That isn't Logic right now.
True, because we do have the Captain's Hat.
Wait, can you get to the first?
Yeah, you
can get to the first one. You can get to the first Style Child without magic, right?
What's the question?
Yeah, you can get to the Captain's Hat chest without magic, correct? In Ocean Spider House? I was
trying to think if that room with the 2 Style Children if you needed fires to get into that or not.
No. Only you can use a stick. The only thing you need fire arrows and magic for in the Spider House is the 2 skulls that are behind the webs.
Oh yeah.
There's one in the first room and there's one in the back storage room.
All right, just wanted to make sure. I did not see what was on the roof here.
Just a heart piece.
Adions, are you implying that Mr. Mario didn't do the Koume thing? specifically for content to get me to react to it? As if so, he's some super meta shit. Someone else might. Now that you planted the seed in their head, Inception kind of thing going on here.
Now we don't have the 10-second lag for emulator.
I'm surprised that picture worked.
I think he might retake it here in a second.
Well, it said picture of Tingle, so it's fine.
Drew, okay, I'll calm your match, Drew.
They have to get it submitted so before we can sign up for it.
It's not on the sheet, but
Yeah, I was gonna sign up for it. It's fun to commentate them.
oh, they need to reschedule already. Uh-oh.
Oh, there's gonna be 2 matches on Saturday then, because I don't know, and Skyward are supposed to be at noon on Saturday too.
Yeah. No, tell them to do an hour before.
CheckRaise almost double took the hint.
As close as you can get to an actual double take in the game as possible.
Yeah, if it was Swamp Spider House that had magic, yeah, we'd be able to do that. They would have gone to do that probably right now. Mr. Mario's heading east.
Yeah,
We will
correct.
see our graveyard checks, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna miss out on the grotto here, but other than that, he can full clear graveyard, and he can go up to hit the Icona Owl right now, so you might as well do this.
And we don't know what's on Dampe at this time.
Can't fully clear because we don't. Or well, we can't do Road to Icona because we can't do Shiro, but
I mean the graveyard specifically.
yeah, I realized that after I started talking.
Butler is not required today.
Mr. Mario damage boosting, so I'm gonna ban him from the tournament right now.
Let's see, still looking for a way of the hero, Dampe, Swamp Spider House, yeah.
Hopefully we get at least one of those in the ranch, but we're probably not seeing that till cycle 2. At least on CheckRaise's side.
Mario might go there looking for a wallet.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if he didn't.
Oh, I just thought of something. If he doesn't realize that wallet's there and doesn't save Grandma on cycle 2,
Yeah, that's... Well, he can still peek it with the all-night match check, but it is wallet locked. So he'll at least know.
but then he would have to do a whole nother cycle again to get it.
Mm-hmm. Also, I forgot about Kita. You can't actually clear it full clear graveyard, unless we get Sonata right now. But yeah.
We had multiple sections we can hopefully get Sonata.
Yeah, and actually, I think maybe CheckRaise might go north first. On the off chance that Sonata is there. He has a keg that he can't use to get into the ranch this cycle. Or, well, shouldn't use to get into the ranch this cycle. So you might as well... Oh, but you don't have Fire Arrow's magic, so you can't do keg trial. Oh, that's annoying to route. But yeah, I think he might go north looking for Sonata first. The off chance that he can clear out graveyard, but
It would give us more more hints too. A couple gossips up there.
there's one. You cannot do keg trial with hot spring water. The ledge is too high. You can if you cheat, but not. This fight is an absolute joke with GFS.
And he gets hit.
It's okay.
Good thing
defense is fine.
That was close.
Good thing the double defense.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been one hit kill.
Pretty funny, I guess, looking at the context of these guys who are both very good Ocarina of Time players. Iron Knuckles in OOT are like Weenie Hut Jr. compared to the Iron Knuckles in this game, where they're like a legitimate threat. They're really scary in this game, but in Ocarina of Time, they're kind of a joke.
I have not seen this tactic for the way that Mr. Mario got out of that room. Usually everyone Goron rolls, but he doesn't have the Goron mask.
There's a couple ways you can do it.
There's on the way.
If you ever see Jess do this without Goron mask, he'll do like a recoil flip off the bats. It looks really cool. But yeah, you can also just do bomb recoils here.
Jess the God, as chat liked to call him yesterday. He has some very different routing than some of the runners I see, but he seems to hit every single check along the way.
There's the Ocean Deed on
Long story.
Yeah.
But that is he can turn it in this cycle.
Yep. That's nice. It's not often that you get to route in Ocean Deed cycle 1, but he can just trade that in right after he's done with Graveyard.
That will be another check that Mr. Mario will not be able to do this cycle, but hopefully get next cycle when he doesn't have as many time-sensitive checks he has to do.
Mr. Mario's got to be careful here. Okay.
Oh wow! CheckRaise got a very clean treasure chest minigame for Fierce DD Mask.
Nice.
Oh, you have GFS and Fierce DD, so now there's no problem, and double defense too. They're not gonna have trouble with any bosses in the seed. It looks like CheckRaise is just gonna go to the east right now.
Okay, he's just going to the grotto to advance time without so he can advance time without the cutscene.
Yeah. But he did do... Okay, actually interesting. He didn't do... well, he did Grandma's Stories to make it Night 3, so he's actually not going to be able... Day 3, sorry. He's not going to be able to do the Graveyard checks right now. So I guess what he's going to do is he's just going to go up and hit Icona Owl and then route in Graveyard early next cycle.
Did he already check Punch Rock?
He did not.
Got New Wave from Night 1 Grave, so that confirms Captain's Hatway of the hero.
Gossips in Logic.
Yep.
There's no way you do Gossips now with 2 bottles, though.
Nah, it seems like a bit of a time waste.
Mm-hmm.
You need to think about how many extra trips it costs. So if you have 1 bottle, it means you have to do 4 trips to Pirate's Fortress and 3 trips to Pinnacle Rock. So with 1 bottle versus 2 bottles saves you 2 trips to PF and 1 trip to Pinnacle Rock. So if what you're doing takes longer than 2 trips to Pirate's Fortress and 1 trip to Pinnacle Rock, then it's not worth doing.
Okay, I have to mute Mr. Mario temporarily because that sound is driving me bonkers. It's the normal sound, but...
Yeah. Gotta be really careful with these Majorans.
Oh, he's got a quarter heart. Watch out, bud. Oh, just dodging. Oh my god, there's so many. Sweating bullets.
Whew.
He's good, though.
Gonna peek this. He does not have the Ocean Deed, I think, but...
He does not. He did not do Grandma's story, long story.
We'll see
There's a heart there.
what it is on CheckRaise side.
Yeah, don't get hit by the Octorok either.
Actually, now what you can probably do is go into the grotto, get the chest, and then walk into the... Oh, nice moves here.
Back to the start of the trade sequence.
Another ambiguous item.
He might just get hit by one of the Babas here and just warp back to the beginning. I think it'd be faster than...
That was our other sisters.
Oh, there was a heart that helps him out.
So you won't be crit wiggling all over the place. Dude, this water sucks. What's our hint here?
That's just another Ranch Sisters.
Yeah, this is good for CheckRaise because what he can do here He's probably just going to do... He's probably has got like a couple more things to do. And then it'll be 10 p.m. You can check Curiosity Shop, and then he can go play Song of Time immediately. He doesn't want to make the cycle last too much longer. There's always the threat looming with that... the Letter to Cafe and Way of the Hero laundry pool. So he's just going to want to reset as soon as he can. Check the ranch song, check Dog Race, see if it's required, and then go night 1 and do Graveyard.
And then check Goron Village second cycle too, in case there's Letter Cafe there.
Yep. You just go north after doing the required song checks. He might do it before Graveyard. Like I said, it kind of makes sense to do it then because you potentially get Sonata on Goron Baby, and then you don't have to go back for Kita.
And also turn in the Moonsteer right before we reset.
Well, yeah, he's got an hour left to kill. We'll see if he's probably got at least a few things left to do in Clocktown, but he really just wants to get to 10 p.m. and reset right away.
Well, we'll get our first peek at the ranch with Mr. Mario heading there right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was that Gibdo on Dampe?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, okay.
So, if well is required, we're doing Dampe.
And we already have Garo. We had a Sphere 0 Garo mask. Or not Sphere 0. Sphere 1. It's our other Ocean Spider House hints.
At least we'll get our first look at Dog Race here, yeah.
Oh yeah, you get a big Poe. Captain's Hat is confirmed Way of the Hero because of Night 1 Grave having New Wave Bossa Nova.
Just a heart piece on Doggy, or that part of the Doggy race. Now, to make our bets.
Nothing on the Moonsteer. CheckRaise might have to stand in front of Curiosity Shop and wait for a little bit. I don't know what else he's going to be able to do.
He has the tower.
Oh, he has the tower. Okay. He can do this, and that's it. Alright, here comes our
It's too late for him to purchase the wallet, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
Not too early.
CheckRaise is the one that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can still deposit the 200 rupees too.
Yeah. Even then, he's still going to be waiting a couple seconds.
No, New Way Bossa Nova was on Graveyard.
Yeah. Just stand in front. This isn't that bad. He was able to kill most of his time, but he is waiting like 10, 15 seconds here.
Justice for Blue Dog.
Moment of truth. Is Letter to Cafe going to be required? Okay, just a red rupee and the all-night mask purchase.
And
Mask of Truth is not Way of the Hero.
Alright, where's the Letter to Cafe?
CheckRaise in a little better position because he can do the Goron village on day 1 or 1 or 2. Hopefully day 1, I would think.
Make a note on the Way of the Hero command. Oh, the other Dampe hint.
Yeah, so I really like CheckRaise's route at this point, but I mean, I'm sure Mr. Mario would be in a lot better spot had he remembered to check Bigger Bomb Bag as soon as it was available. But sometimes you just dingus stuff. It happens.
Yep. Make a slight mistake and it can completely change your routes.
It's the other Zora Cape Way there. We're still missing that third one. Probably somewhere off in the north.
Bet you $100 it's Tournament Field.
With everything that we found, I wouldn't be surprised.
So, it's worth noting now that the Bean and Cape is completely dead because...
Stone Tower's foolish.
Stone Tower's foolish. We have Hookshot. We've seen the other Bean check.
Okay, so...
well, I don't know, actually, no. There is Clifford. And I guess there's the whole Deku Palace thing. We don't have storms. Whoa! This is why I take off on a hit when I'm on one of those platforms. Yeah, there, he realized.
Okay. Oh, we're going to see our song here on the ranch here soon.
He's going back to West Rock Town.
Please go in a bomb shop, bro. Is he gonna have 500 rupees?
It's Bank 2.
Bank 2, baby!
Land title deed.
Land title. Oh, yeah,
And
he's
he leaves.
leaving.
So I guess he's gonna make it night 3, and I don't know what his plan is. He might go north. Got to make it night 3. It's all good.
Wallet's in the bomb shop, and that's needed to purchase the Goron mask from the Tournament Field Scrub.
Oh, CheckRaise getting a 46? No, 47.
No, barely 47. What's the world record for that one? Doesn't Jess have it?
Jess had it. I think Trev took it back, but it's like a low mid 46, like 46, 20, 30, I think.
That's a solid 47 though.
Wonder how the timer works with MM, because it's obviously it's a 2-digit decimal, right? So it's 100 possible numbers you could have on the decimal, but it's also a 20 FPS game, so there's only 20 possible values you could finish on. So I'm wondering what numbers are shown. Is there a system to it?
Guppy, you're all talented if you're in the extra talented if you're in the tournament. So shush.
What's Clifford got?
Just a ruby. Oh, Kana Canyon Way of the Hero. So we're not getting so no Tournament Field Way of the Hero. So that's really gonna.
A good thing no one took you up on that one.
Have we found? What have we found? Is it
just the Moon's Tier, I think?
That didn't.
Which didn't end up
anything in the shuttle.
And it was a heart piece in Shrine Grotto.
I think it has to be Poe Hut.
Ocean Title Deed was on Grandma Long Story.
The Kana Canyon Tingle's not relevant for the logic.
Letter to Mama.
That's the wrong letter.
Yeah. Yeah. So it has to be Poe Hut because we have a Foolish Pamela, and we've seen everything else. So that is a good little bit of information for Mr. Mario. He's probably going to do Poe Hut pretty soon.
Mirror Shield, which...
well, at least we don't have to worry about Stone Tower Temple.
Yeah, could be important.
Yeah. But yeah, at this point, we're just looking for Deku Fire Lights. And so 2 of them are behind Way of the Heroes. So
could be fire up there, too.
We need a letter to Cafe to get us to one of those.
Yeah, exactly. So when we find Letter to Cafe... it is 1 item from Go Mode.
Mr. Mario not going to be able to fully clear Pirate Fortress without the Goron mask.
I think he's just really desperate for a wallet. Again, this is exactly what you'd want to do in a situation like this, and hopefully he gets rewarded with the second wallet, but you never know. Yeah, if a wallet's here, he's completely bailed out.
He'll have to make up some time, though, because CheckRaise has had the Goron mask for a while. By the way, you two, happy 1 hour mark.
Happy 1 hour.
I think...
I was going to shout out to our tracker, Saberstorm and Flygon. And our restreamer, VXR.
Despite CheckRaise having the Goron mask, I think Mr. Mario has covered quite a bit of ground, and I think getting Goron mask now is not that bad, especially considering CheckRaise hasn't gone north yet, so... Really, I think Mr. Mario is just behind, like, the ranch song, which CheckRaise is doing right now.
Can the second wallet be in a foolish location?
Yes, I believe so, but it has to be wallet locked.
Yeah, access to the item has to be wallet locked. So let's just say, for sake of example, let's say West Clocktown was foolish. You could have a wallet on Bank 500 because it is wallet locked. Needs a wallet.
Oh yeah, Stone Tower could have a wallet, which would be pretty bad. Song is
Elegy.
So we can actually climb up to Stone Tower in Logic right now, if we wanted to. Well, no, we don't have magic, never mind. And yeah, that's actually another thing. I completely forgot we don't have magic yet. But we have to keep in mind here is, with that iconic Canyon Way of the Hero, it is magic locked. So we know that's not going to be magic, and we don't need to worry about it until we find magic. It's not going to lock it.
It's the business. Sorry, I'll stop with the bad jokes.
So Mario's only got one more chance here with the well-guarded chest. And if that's not a wallet, then he's in for a world of hurt.
And here's CheckRaise is going north, so we'll have another song check, and he can fully clear the checks up here.
Yeah, I think this is good. Like,
Whoa,
you
correction.
just want to...
He can't do Ketrial.
That's fine, yeah. So, he's not even going to go for a well-guarded chest, okay. Yeah, so I think this routing from CheckRaise makes a lot of sense right now. You just rush your song checks and do stuff along the way. What you want to know, like, you want to make the determination very quickly if eggs is required or not.
We lose Mr. Mario.
Yeah, his stream might be down for a little bit.
Yeah, just show him spinning. Look, Mom, I'm spinning.
Let me refresh.
And oh my god, I'm showing my age if people know that meme.
Yeah.
Or that little thing from Flash thing from the 90s.
Looks like his stream feed is still down. It's okay, we can just watch CheckRaise for now. But yeah, it seems that
Mario's back up for me.
Okay, he's got massive delay though.
Right. I guess, yeah, if I'm in CheckRaise's position, like, I'm just looking for temple songs right now.
He's still showing online.
I'm thinking that you just want to make the determination if eggs is required or not, and then as soon as you know that, then you can kind of guilt-free go for Pirate's Fortress and Pinnacle Rock. But until you see one of the Healing Your Storms songs, it's a gamble if eggs is required or not. So you do want to do these songs first, just to make sure that you have to do it.
Okay, he's going again, but he's a complete slideshow.
Yeah, it's going so slow.
I'll give it another refresh.
I hear Mario's audio just fine, just not his video. Oh, and then I just lost him. And then we have Oath on Baby Goron. So it looks like it's going to be GBT. That's our first song.
Well, we don't have magic yet, so we can't clear GBT yet.
True.
Oh my god.
And now, oh, there we go. Mario's back, and he's in Poet. And back to the slideshow.
Yeah, this makes sense because...
Oh, and another wallet-locked item.
Bremen's Mask.
Alright, let me give Mr. Mario a refresh again.
Seems to be okay now.
Okay.
Yeah. With the Canyon Way of the Hero, this makes a lot of sense for Mr. Mario to do right now. We know this is going to be a required check. This is going to be one of Deku, Fire, or Lights at this point. We don't know which one, but it's guaranteed to lead to one of them.
Wah, wah.
It was 200 rupees. That was the Bremen mask.
Where was Swamp Title Deed? Oh, Bomber's Hideout.
Fire arrows.
Fire arrow. Yep, that makes sense.
So Bomber's Hideout is a good place to go too, because you can get the Swamp Title Deed to switch in.
Oh, you don't have Deku Mask yet, so you can't trade it in. So I wouldn't even bother until you find Deku.
True. And we're now just missing, knowledge-wise, Deku and Light Arrows.
Yeah. And we know one of them is going to be behind... Yeah, Magic. Yeah, one of those three is going to be behind Letter to Cafe, guaranteed. Oh my god, CheckRaise. That hook shot was so hype.
And there's the other wallet.
Mr. Mario, go north. Mr. Mario, go north right now, bud.
Held out.
So that is, at the very least, that is kind of good news for Mr. Mario, because even if he does go, like, even if he does reset and misses out on Bigger Bomb Bag, he's still going to be able to get that wallet eventually. Obviously,
he's getting it now.
Is he going for it right now? Okay. He just remembered. He remembered!
And you have Check now going to Graveyard.
So, unfortunately, that's a huge time disadvantage, but I think, depending on the placement of the last couple items, Mr. Mario can definitely still pull ahead with this based on the decisions. CheckRaise's routing has been really good so far, but Mr. Mario is also a very smart rando player, and I'm sure he will, I'm sure he'll make the correct calls, and hopefully we can see an interesting race from here on out.
Oh yeah, Bank 3's in Logic now, and we're not getting a hint for it.
Yeah, so at this point, I think, yeah, CheckRaise, obviously he's going for the Graveyard now. Unfortunately, he didn't find Sonata, so Kita's getting orphaned, but it's not really a huge deal for him. And then Mr. Mario is just going to be playing catch-up for a little bit, but he already did Graveyard, so they're kind of covering each other's tracks for a little bit, but I think CheckRaise is going to pull ahead. I don't really know what's the play here at this point. I guess just do eggs, maybe? Like, that's really all you can do at this point, and then maybe you get, I don't know, maybe Healing would actually be the most useful song at this point. Without Magic, going to Snowhead is a no-go. Going to... I guess you could dip GBT without Magic, that's a play, but it's kind of a tough call. Like, there's not a lot left. Yeah, there's also Pinnacle Rock, so I feel like maybe just doing eggs at this point is a good idea, but you always run the risk that eggs not required, and then you just waste your time. But yeah, going to PF is still a really good idea anyway, so it's fine. Maybe Mr. Mario just does it right now. He's already done one trip to PF, so he can do this second, and then...
There's the new Bossa Nova for CheckRaise. So where should will Check go after this?
I'm struggling to think what's the best play at this point. I think it's either do eggs or do GBT. Or at least dip GBT. Again, you can't clear GBT without Magic, but there's always the possibility that Magic is just there. So... But doing eggs, I mean, at least doing Pirate's Fortress is a really good idea. I think Mr. Mario... Go ahead.
If he heads to Pirate Fortress, he will check the hint by Clifford and notice that Iconic Canyon is Way of the Hero, and probably go do Poe Sisters.
Yeah, but he'll probably do a trip to Pirate's Fortress first. Again, without Magic, Fire Arrows doesn't really get anything. He could just go there thinking it might be Deku, which does let him do stuff right now. But I think right now that's what we're kind of looking for is Deku Mask to get us, DP and maybe Woodfall. Woodfall is foolish, but Woodfall Temple could be in logic if we find Sonata. And one thing I did want to mention, Mr. Mario's not losing out that much. He had to do his second trip to Pirate's Fortress regardless. So the fact that he went for his second trip after he got Goron is good. This means that he doesn't actually lose out, basically, on any time having to do sewers on his second trip.
No, it's very nice. Being able to have Goron now.
So we got the sewers, Pinnacle Rock, GBT, and we have not seen a Swamp Spider House hit from what I've seen.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a Swamp Spider House hint yet. What's important to... Good.
No, it's Blast.
I was going to say, Flygon, we're also waiting for Deku, so we're not going to probably do a bet until we have at least one more item.
And
Or one of those two. Yeah, and Light Arrows, so we only do a bet with one item left.
So, like I said, CheckRaise is just doing eggs right now, which, again, Pirate's Fortress is such a powerful, strong area that it makes sense to just do this as your next play. We'll see what he does when he gets us in. I think he's still just going to go to Pirate's Fortress, though. Mr. Mario's side, I guess he's committed to finishing eggs. He's going to have to invert at some point, unless... Is he inverted right now? I can't tell.
He looks like he is.
Yeah, he's inverted. So, yeah. So Mr. Mario's pretty much committed to clearing eggs right now before this cycle is up. So this is actually kind of a big gamble. CheckRaise has the option. He has the flexibility to just bail after one trip of PF. But Mr. Mario does not have that freedom of choice. He has to do eggs right now. So if it's required, then it's good for Mr. Mario, but if it's not, he's going to lose so much time.
There is that letter to Mama he could turn in.
I think Mr. Mario turned it in, and he's just going to go back and check it when he's done with eggs.
Yeah, he gave it to the postman.
Okay, I remember seeing that now.
Yeah. Again, getting Goron Mask as early as CheckRaise did just meant he was able to freely reset his cycle as soon as he could, and he's not committed to anything. It's going to be really bad for Mr. Mario if he finds Letter to Cafe and Pinnacle Rock, because then he's going to have to do an additional trip on top of the other trip he's going to have to do anyway because he only has 2 bottles. Which CheckRaise is in a really good spot where he just needs to find Letter to Cafe any time in the next, basically 20 minutes before it hits the cutoff point. So.
And that's what, 11:26 in-game time?
The last one he checks is the one by Laundry Pool at 11:25 on day 2. So that's the cutoff. So he's got a lot of time. He's inverted right now.
Cafe.
Is it in? Wow. It's in Pirate's Fortress.
Well, that's going to be good for
But it's night 3, though.
Yeah.
For Mr. Mario, he'll have to come back to get that.
Yeah, that's actually, honestly, that's not a terrible spot for it. It's not, committal or anything. He does have to make an additional trip to Pirate's Fortress next cycle, but it's still it's fine, I think.
That's actually beneficial for CheckRaise, though, with his timing.
Yeah, it's really good. Again, like I said, CheckRaise just wanted to get off of Cycle 1 as fast as possible, and that's exactly how he routed it. And he's being rewarded for it, because now he's able to just do checks until he finds Letter to Cafe. He's going to find it very, very soon.
That's if he doesn't immediately go to Icona. Alright, well, he could warp to Icona and kill the Post Sisters, then go drop off the eggs and come back. It's a really quick trip to go kill the Post Sisters.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to do that right now. He knows that it's not in logic yet. So he might just wait until he finds magic. And I guess... I'm gonna guess that it's Deku Mask on Letter to Cafe.
I was thinking it would be magic on Letter to Cafe.
It's probably going to be one of the two at this point. Because there's not a lot of game left with what we have, so...
Yeah, it would...
Light Arrows gets us pretty much nothing. Besides Secret Shrine.
Well,
no,
yeah,
not even Secret Shrine without magic.
Shrine, no magic.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable just how much of the game magic locks for you.
So, if we got magic, that would at least put GBT into logic, finally.
Put GBT and It would put fire arrows into logic, which I know, like, obviously you need magic to do fire arrows, but it's important because fire arrows were magic locked, so we know that anything behind fire arrows is going to be not that. So, and then maybe, I think best case for Mr. Mario is that Eggs has Lullaby, and then he chooses to go to Snowhead immediately after checking Cafe Letter. Well, assuming he gets magic, that is.
Another thing I just wanted to point out that Mario has to do at some point is go up and clear out Goron Village, because he has not gotten the song from Baby Goron.
Yeah, but let's say he gets magic on Letter to Cafe, because obviously next cycle he's just going to go rush that right away. But if he has magic on his first trip to Goron Village, then he's going to be able to do everything. Like, he's going to be able to do Keg Trial, he's going to be able to do all the things on the way. CheckRaise, if he wants to go do those checks, he has to at some point double back and go for a second trip to Goron Village. So it might work out in Mr. Mario's favor, kind of.
At what time do you say, alright, for check, what do you say, it's not worth doing Keg Trial?
I'm not sure there's any, like, point at which it becomes not worth it. It's more about, like, when do you want to do it? Because, like, you can just rush your Letter to Cafe and then follow all that stuff. And if you get Lullaby, then you can just do Keg Trial in springtime really easily, and that routes pretty nicely.
Yeah, that would be... I would think that'd be the optimal time, is in spring.
Yeah.
But we need that magic.
So we're going to see what's in Pinnacle Rock here, so this might be pretty telling as well. And with Underwater Ocarina, 2 trips to Pinnacle Rock is not that bad. So, should be okay. And maybe what's up?
I was going to say, this could be a whole lot of nothing if Eggs have healing or storms.
Yeah, we'll see. I think, again, best case for Mr. Mario is that CheckRaise bails on doing Eggs until later in the cycle after he checks, like, Cafe Letter and stuff. And then there's, like, magic here in Pinnacle Rock. And that would actually be a huge plus for Mr. Mario, and probably put him back in probably a really good spot, I think. Yeah, STT as well will be in Logic if we get magic, which is really funny. Might actually be one of the better plays you have right now. I mean, what you do have to remember is that the higher sphere something is, the less likely it is to have an item. So the more things needed to unlock an area, the less likely it's going to have a required item.
Just rupees and check number 1 here in Pinnacle Rock. Well-guarded chest didn't have anything for us either.
Oh, Mario got grabbed by the python.
That was... I think it's intentional. Oh, no, sorry. I thought you were talking about CheckRaise. No, yeah, getting crabbed by the... Oh, again. Magicless Pinnacle Rock sucks.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just rang and...
Can you guys hear me?
Is my microphone okay?
Someone was static. I mean, some static.
Can you hear me just fine?
I hear you fine.
Hello, check.
I hear you good, video.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's just the game making that crackling noise.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Pinnacle Rock is really bad with the sea snake noise. It'll just, like, crackle the game audio. It's fine. You just have to deal with it. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah, that's why I have Mario muted temporarily. And here is CheckRaise going to Pohuts.
Mr. Mario just has to do one more trip to Pinnacle Rock, so once he does that, he'll get his egg song and gonna cross his fingers. It's a 50-50. Or, well, no, sorry, it's a 2/3 chance, rather.
Yeah, because we know one of the songs is on Egos.
The only other songs that we haven't seen are the Temple Clear and the Deku Palace song, which as soon as we get one of Magic or Deku Mask, we're gonna able to check one of those.
And it's not guaranteed, but it's very likely that one of those is on Letter to Cafe.
Well, yeah. If light arrows are on Letter to Cafe, I'm gonna be extremely surprised, because it's kind of what Jess is suggesting, is that healing is likely on eggs and is actually required for progression. But yeah, it's probably just Magic on Letter to Cafe or Deku Mask, which would unlock at least Deku Palace and one song. And there's one unknown song. So if we get Sonata either on eggs or in Deku Palace, then we have Woodfall Temple at least, and then that'll get us another song.
Chuck finished up his Poe Sisters and has headed back to Pirate's Fortress, it looks like.
Yeah, he has so much time to do this before
Letter to Cafe
Letter to Cafe?
Inside Pirate's Fortress, yeah. Which is ideal for Chuck right now.
This is an interesting choice, because I think it means that CheckRaise is also committed to doing eggs, rather than just checking Letter to Cafe right away. Which
Check hasn't gotten Letter to Cafe yet.
Did he not get it in? Oh, I guess he's gonna get it next time. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So yeah,
and Pinnacle Rock also did not have magic, so he's not being hurt too much by not finishing eggs yet.
Yeah, so once he gets that Letter to Cafe, he might just decide to rush that first and then finish Pinnacle Rock after he's maybe chased magic. I don't know. It's hard to say what he does here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too, Jess. You probably do Letter to Cafe first and see what it is.
And if it's healing here, you have 3 checks you can do really quickly, so... 3 checks?
Well, you have Mikau and you can do Kamaro right now.
Yeah, so you don't have a
Armani
lens.
isn't in Logic. Or maybe you can't even do Armani.
You don't have magic or lens.
And then Pamela's father's not going to be anything.
But we're going to find out right now what the egg song is, and this is going to be a lot. This is going to be, if this is not required, then that's really bad for Mr. Mario, I think. Because again, like I said earlier, like CheckRaise has the flexibility to put off eggs until he knows it's required or not. Mr. Mario, with his unfortunate forgetting of checking Bomb Bag, means that he is kind of at the bane of what the song is.
Yep, it's healing, and he's staring at it.
Yeah. I mean, that's not the worst. I think if it was Storms, that would have just been really bad for him. But
he could also quickly go check Kamaro real quick, since it is after midnight.
Yeah, he's gonna do both of those right now, and he's also gonna check Postman's Freedom, and then he'll finally reset. But yeah, that's potentially just really bad for Mr. Mario. Though I think CheckRaise will eventually do eggs as well, but it's hard to say how he routes that. I think a lot of it also comes down to what's on the first check for Letter to Cafe. Because if it's nothing, then he's kind of committed to going to day 3, and then he doesn't have a lot of time to decide if he wants to do the rest of eggs right now or not.
And that does mean Storm is on Egos. We had Deku on Kamaro a little bit ago.
Other thing to keep in mind, actually, I know we keep talking about this magic locking a lot of the seed. If we find Deku on Letter to Cafe, and then let's just say for argument's sake, light arrows are in Palace, you could just go for the magic on Ocean Spider House, and you would be in Go mode. If magic is our Go mode, I don't think that's a bad idea.
There, Check has his Letter to Cafe.
Yeah, he's getting out of here. I mean, he would do that anyway, because that was his second egg on this trip, but
yeah,
I hope to pause that first. Yeah, so it's actually possible that magic on Letter to Cafe might not be hard required. If you just do Ocean Spider House, you could skip it, but I don't know why you would do that.
He's gonna drop the eggs off.
Postman's Freedom.
Let's see what this is.
Thinking about resetting, but it's gonna Soar to somewhere.
If you just check Postman's Freedom, you're a bit ahead,
You
VXR.
got Camaro, bro. What's he going? I think this is not.
He just realized, I think.
This is not. Yeah, Mr. Mario's put on delayed this cycle, or not delayed, but he's extended this cycle for a very long time. And I know he had to commit to eggs with the way he routed it, but it's still very unfortunate that it had to come down to this. And it's the longer it takes, the more of an advantage CheckRaise has, I think.
Did Mr. Mario turn in the land title deed?
No, not yet. I think that's what he wanted to do, but he's like, I'll do the Clocktown stuff first. And yeah, he'll heal Camaro, and then I think he'll sort of swamp and turn in land deed.
Yeah, we just saw Postman's Freedom. It was 50 rupees.
You better not step in that circle of rocks, bud.
He did.
He did! VXR, you're a tad bit ahead.
Well, I could see from his angle of where he played Song of Healing.
Well, you had also gotten Postman's before I saw it, so I was like, what?
Oh, he's not trading in land deed. Oh, Mr. Mario's just farming all the hate clicks from me at this point. Everything I complain about.
Wait, so Macau didn't have anything, and Camaro didn't have any.
Yeah, so...
Well, doesn't mean Darmani has to have something that says we don't have a Great Bay Coast Way of the Hero.
Yeah, so what does Cafe have for us?
If
Deku
this
Mask,
again,
maybe?
yeah, it's one of Deku, Magic, or Lights. And if it's Lights, I'm going to be really surprised.
My bet is on Magic, but... It's not that one.
That's not it.
I was just gonna get the keg here instead of buying one.
Yeah, it's just a Ruby routing thing.
Yeah. Save some money.
What if it was all... Yeah, what if Letter to Cafe just gave you Deku Magic Lights? Here you go, bud. Go finish the seed, champ.
That'd be perfect for Check, because then he'd be on day 3, and...
I mean, you'd have to do all 4 dungeons on night 3, which is a little tight.
I would do that.
Alright, moment of truth.
Not that one.
It's the second item.
It is
Deku
Deku
Mask. Alright. So now the obvious play is go DP. Go DP, get the song. It's a 50% chance that it's Sonata, and then you can do Woodfall. And if, again, I cannot stress enough here, if you find light arrows on the way, just do Ocean Spider House.
Yeah.
Deku Playground first, or no?
I think he's depositing.
No, I'd ask if you would...
I don't know if you do Playground first here. I think you just go straight for Palace.
Flygon's like, he has to finish eggs.
He doesn't have to.
Actually, depending on what he thinks isn't... If you go to Deku Palace and get Sonata, would you just skip... you could actually full clear Woodfall Temple.
Yeah, and then you would know.
And you would know you didn't have to technically finish eggs this cycle.
Well, actually, at this point, here's the thing, though. The song in Palace is going to be one of Sonata and Lullaby.
If it's Sonata, he can clear Woodfall Temple. If it's Lullaby, we cannot.
Yeah, we cannot clear that, but maybe you just reset and do that. I'm not sure. It's hard to say.
I think if it's Sonata, he won't finish eggs. If it is Lullaby, he would. Just for the song knowledge.
Unless you find magic here. If it's very likely that Magic is Deku locked as well. So it's equipping bombs.
To beat the seed, you have to get the 4 boss remains and the Oath to Order.
And then, of course, kill Majora.
Yeah. And then, of course, being the 4 temples means needing the Sonata, Goron Lullaby, New Wave, Bossa Nova, and Elegy of Emptiness. As well as Epona's Song, Transformation Masks, the Bow and the Elemental Arrows, Hookshot, at least one of Powder Keg, Captain's Hat, and Mirror Shield.
And technically speaking, you could need all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Depending on where song locations are.
Between 1 and 3.
Mario's finally going north.
And it is Sonata for Vanilla.
Yeah.
Alright. He's inverted right now. He can just go... Obviously, you do right side Palace first, but...
He is not inverted, I don't think. Oh, sorry, I was looking at Mario. Wow, I need to remember what side of the screen I'm looking at.
Yeah, they're using default overlays. The way you can tell... you probably know this, but just for people's information in chat, if the diamond is green, it means you're uninverted. If the diamond is blue and flashing, it means you're inverted. Obviously, a lot of people will randomize cosmetics on the UI, meaning that it's kind of impossible to tell, but you can still tell it's inverted because it'll flash between 2 different colors.
And there's magic.
Alright, so light arrow go mode.
And that is really nice to find there in Deku Palace. So it wouldn't have technically mattered if we found Lullaby or Sonata.
Left, well, left, well, left, well.
You just want revenge for your previous match.
No, I just want to see left. I just want to see people do Dompe.
Alright. Yeah. I have opened up a bet for where those light arrows are going to be.
This is really funny because with the Deku Mask and Magic back to back, we now have all the progression in the goddamn world ahead of us. So this could be literally anywhere. You have all 4 temples that you can access. You can't do inverted Stone Tower, but you can do all 4 temples fully in logic.
Pamela's dead.
I can full clear 3 of them.
You can full clear 3 of them. You can do Stone Tower Temple, which is 5 checks on its own. Like, dude, there's just so many options. And this is kind of what Mr. Mario needs, because now it's up to them to make like the right decision. Obviously, you don't know what the right decision is, but CheckRaise could guess wrong for a while, and Mr. Mario could guess right away, and he'd be right back in this race. So this is really, really far from over. Until we see light arrows, like, this is anybody's race still.
With Woodfall being foolish, though, he's gonna go straight for the dungeon.
No need to check any of the chests.
There's, I was wondering when you're gonna get your bet in for left well.
Just on the way. Zoe, come on, man. Vanilla lights.
Yeah, he will. That Woodfall Temple, or just Woodfall being foolish, does not mean Woodfall Temple is foolish.
Yeah, so Woodfall and Woodfall Temple are 2 separate areas designated by the gossips. Much like Stone Tower and Stone Tower Temple are also separate regions.
We won't see my bet for a while, which is Stone Tower Compass.
Yeah, in my opinion, obviously you do Woodfall because it's just on the way. And then probably just do the temples in order, I think.
And Woodfall's really quick, even if you can't go mode it.
Yeah.
Great Fairies are disabled in Randomizer.
Alright, I will be right back.
Except for the Transformation Fairy in North Clocktown. There's only 1 fairy you ever have to collect, and there is Gold Dust.
Gonna be interesting for what CheckRaise wants to do.
That would
with
allow him
regards
to.
to eggs.
Yeah, that would allow him to one-trip Pinnacle Rock. Because he could go. He'll be out of the dungeon after 10 o'clock, and it'll allow him to sell the gold dust.
He's gonna know that eggs is probably not required, so he's probably just gonna reset and trash eggs. Because he's gonna get Lullaby on the temple clear. And then he's just gonna hope that it's not required healing, which at this point there's only one check that can really burn him, so not really that problematic to put off. And if it's Darmani, then he's just really goddamn unlucky. That's all it is.
1 in 5, what, 300 checks? There's more than that many checks.
No, it's only about... Oh, nice cafe letter. Or cafe mask, rather. It's on the land title deed, by the way.
Midnight meeting, anyone?
We'll see. That's not that bad to route for Mr. Mario's sake.
Yeah, he is on day 1.
Well, he's gonna go... Actually, no, that's actually really annoying to route, because he's gonna want to do Letter to Cafe this cycle. So that's probably a next cycle thing, I think. Yeah, I guess you could read in Letter to Mama with it this cycle. The advantage is definitely on CheckRaise right now, but again, like once Mr. Mario gets Deku and Magic, like it's just a guessing game as to where light arrows are.
Yeah, and another thing that chat pointed out is Letter to Mama is in Pirate Fortress Exterior, so he could be able to do Madame Maroma to check for Letter to Mama.
Yeah, he's likely just going to do that right after he gets the last Letter to Cafe check. So that's something he gets to route in very easily that CheckRaise does not.
And if that's light arrows, check's gonna be way probably last locationing it. Not necessarily last locationing it, but not finding it for a while.
Yeah. So yeah, now at this point, again, like routing wise, you just want to do your dungeons first. You're gonna have everything fully available, and then night 3. And then once you find light arrows, you can just do Stone Tower Temple, inverted Stone Tower Temple night 3. You will probably lose a little bit of time waiting, but at the very least, you have something to do while waiting for midnight. So yeah, I think you just do your dungeons in order.
When would you route in Akita too? Now that you have Sonata,
you're telling me there's Akita 2 now?
When would you route in Captain Kita, Jack?
That's a tough call. Probably if you find Lens, then you probably just route it in with Shiro. Otherwise, you probably put it off till after your dungeons.
All right, I am back now.
Welcome back.
All right, Mr. Arrow's got his mail and is gonna head back on out of Yef.
CheckRaise going for some Season 1 strats here. He doesn't know the updated Woodfall route. But yeah, you can hook shot. Like, there's like one little like piece of geometry you can hook shot on this torch.
You got it.
You can just like side hop or roll, or you can even do a bomb shoot recoil. There's a couple ways you can do it, but with Keezy, the optimal route for Woodfall makes that strat pretty much irrelevant. Ayadola.
And nice quick kill.
Another bottle. Doesn't really mean much at this point.
And there's a lullaby. Knew it had to be a lullaby.
Now you just... Oh, hey, Snowhead's open? Let's go do Snowhead. You guys know that Snowhead's a really good dungeon in this game?
Definitely, now that small keys are not required. I enjoyed Snowhead Temple. I think it was my favorite temple when I first started playing Majora's Mask.
So,
yeah, CheckRaise is just light arrows away from Go mode.
and at this point, he is up an entire temple plus Deku Palace over Mr. Mario. But again, we don't know where light arrows are. Mr. Mario could make one correct decision, could decide this entire race. So, it's definitely far from over.
If light arrows happens to be on Letter to Mama or Midnight Meeting, then Mr. Mario can easily catch up.
I think at this point, CheckRaise is probably just going to say goodbye forever to eggs. Chat's pointing out, some people are pointing out, logically, Lens is probably at least Sonata locked and maybe even Light Arrows locked due to the way that important items work and the whole Foolish Castle, I think is my interpretation of it anyway. So I think Darmani is most likely not required, so we can at least cross that one off.
Check is gonna at least get his letter to Cafe Mask here in a second, and he'll be able to set up Midnight Meeting at least. I don't know if he'll go back for Letter to Mama until day 3 if he doesn't find light arrows.
Yeah, but he has so much progression ahead of him that I don't think you go for very many like offhand checks at this point. I think you just do your dungeons.
Would you at least set up Midnight Meeting? Once the time passes to that time?
In CheckRaise's case, I might just make it night 1 right away and then set up Midnight Meeting and then just start doing dungeons. But I wouldn't blame him if he just doesn't and just goes straight for Snowhead. So at this point,
Mario just got his Deku Mask now.
Why would you need water-locked progression if Storms is foolish? Wouldn't that kill off any water-locked stuff?
So, there is a requirement in Deku Palace where you need one of Storms and a bottle, because to logically clear Deku Palace, you need to plant the bean and go up and go across like the second level.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, if you have a Foolish Storms, it means that the water in Deku Palace to get the song, especially because there's the Sonata on Deku Palace, it means that water has to be hard required and lock Storms somehow.
Just as it was. Heads up, CheckRaise did re-grab the keg before resetting, so I think he is going to do keg trial real quick.
He's probably
grabbing now.
Well, he's gonna clear Snowhead, I think, and then do springtime stuff, and then just red it in with springtime. Maybe he'll even do Goron race. Who knows?
So, Madame Aroma didn't have anything with the Letter to Mama.
It's good news for CheckRaise. It means he doesn't have to go back and worry about that Letter to Mama, which he's probably not writing in anytime soon. At this point, yeah.
Only thing going is now with the Cafe Mask is Midnight Meeting, but don't see any runners doing that anytime soon.
I mean, like, CheckRaise's route here is really obvious, and this is the smart play, is just going for Snowhead Temple. Again, like, I can't stress enough, you just do progression at this point first, and if you find lights along the way, then hooray, you're in go mode, and it's great. Everybody's happy.
I get your bets, and I'm going to close it once CheckRaise enters Snowhead Temple.
Did you put a bet in, VXR?
I didn't. Actually, I'll give it until 150.
You should put a bet in.
Yeah, Butler sent it. It's nothing.
Did we ever get a Swamp Spider House?
No, we have not. Could just be in the springtime.
It's most likely where it is.
Watch, Swamp Spider House lighters.
at this point, yeah.
But
Snowhead
that kind of goes against the logic that we were talking about.
I'm joking, but I thought just laughing that we haven't gotten that hit yet.
I guess saying lens and light arrows would have to be locked by Sonata.
I think lens and light arrows had to be knocked by Sonata for Dermani to be required, I think.
I guess the reason why you do Snowhead first is it's one of the fastest dungeons, but not only that, with Keyzy, these key chests now become like real things. So you get 5 really easy, well, not even 5, it's more than 5, sorry. Because you get the map chest, the fire arrow chest, the compass chest, which is 3. Yeah, there's 6 plus the goat heart container, so a total of 7 checks here, which for MM is extremely dense. Not only that, but clearing the temple gets you access to springtime, which gets you an additional couple of checks as well, depending on your items, but it's one of it, like, with the addition of Keyzy, Snowhead Temple now rivals Pirate's Fortress for the most powerful area in the game. And one could argue that it's even more powerful because it's guaranteed progression as opposed to Pirate's Fortress, which is conditional progression. So yeah, this is why you do Snowhead first, and it's most likely going to be Mr. Mario's first option once he clears Woodfall Temple. Unless for some reason he decides to be an absolute gamer and just goes for GBT instead and gets light arrows. And maybe he's feeling super behind, maybe he's feeling bold and he might take that gamble. I don't know if he's metagaming that hard, but it would probably work out. At the very least, it wouldn't hurt him at this point, because if he just follows progression in the same order that CheckRaise does, then he's just going to lose the race. So he has to make a crazy gamble here and have it work out for him to have any hope, I think.
Yeah, he's a full Woodfall and a half a Snowhead behind now.
Nice.
That was nice.
Nice jump there, CheckRaise.
I'm just trying to getting trolled by this hip loop.
Whoa!
That worked.
Excuse me? I've never seen somebody get by the hip loop that way.
What, through it?
He just kind of like recoiled backwards through it. It's really weird. Usually what you do is either you shoot it with bubbles or you spin into it to stun it and just like walk around it.
You guys are a couple seconds ahead of me again. I'm gonna refresh.
More ponchos.
Yeah. So nothing in Snowhead so far, but again, we still have springtime. And even if there's nothing, oh well, you've done Snowhead, you've cleared one of the dungeons required to beat the game. So it's really fine if there's nothing here. So this is a tunnel jump here. So you throw the bombs down at the tunnel with the snowballs, and then you can just dump down. And he missed the bomb, but you can also shoot a fire arrow. And then you can just jump slash, and this skips the intended strat in Snowhead Temple, which is to raise the pillar. You do this twice, and you can get through the temple much faster than raising the pillar. And there's just a little setup here. You just hold upright as soon as you enter this area, and you'll roll right onto this ledge to get to the boss key Wizrobe.
Wizrobe a joke. Makes any Wizrobe a joke.
There's a little skip you can do here. If you time the jump slash right, there's a couple of frames. I think it's like 2 frames where Wizrobe is vulnerable before he does the little cutscene dance thing that he does. So you time the jump slash, so that the hitbox is out while Wizrobe's hurt box is active, and you can skip that cutscene and just kill him right away.
Mario is in a position, though, he did get the gold dust on day 1, so that's one check he would be able to line up in his cycle, where CheckRaise would have to come back for that one-off check. Where Mr. Mario can just do it in his normal progression.
Yeah, so that's... I mean, maybe that could work out for Mr. Mario. It's one check, so who knows, but we'll see. If it just so happens to be light arrows, then that'll be really good for Mr. Mario.
It's all those one-off checks, man. One's gonna eventually bite you in the butt, right? I don't know. I've had certain one checks and Link to the Past randomizer that's bitten me in the butt.
We're also not in go mode until Zephyr shows up in chat, so I guess that's one of the 2 conditionals. And so this is a little strat here for Goat. What you do is, if you just wait, Goat will just stand in one position and start to shoot lightning at you. So what you can do is you can stand in a very specific spot where you can see Goat, but you're not in like his field of view where he wants to start shooting lightning at you. And what you can do in this position is just shoot arrows at him until he dies. Obviously, a lot of people playing this game casually will just do the Goron roll strat where you like ram into him. But the thing about that strat is it's extremely slow. He'll die to 15 arrow hits, but you need to hit him with 30 hits of Goron rolling, which if you're chasing him, you're going to get like hit by bombs and you're only going to get a couple hits in at a time. So that arrow strat, not only is it more consistent, but it's much, much faster than the Goron roll strat.
Nothing on Goat for us.
So we'll see if these runners realize the logic. And they rush Kita or Smithy too.
Yeah, so again, CheckRaise is probably just going to rush dumb progression, but if that holds true, especially if it's like a 50-50 between Kita and Gold Dust, then maybe Mr. Mario's in a really good spot. Yeah, and again, like, they're almost 2 hours into the seed at this point. I don't think they're thinking super hard about that whole Storms logic thing. In fact, CheckRaise doesn't even know. He doesn't know that Storms is in Castle, so even if he were, you know, like, acutely aware of the logic, he still doesn't have confirmation that it is indeed Storms there, so... There's our Swamp Spider House hint, finally, by the way.
I didn't see what the item was.
There's nothing, so...
So, what's the logic about it possibly being on Kita or Smithy 2?
Okay, so... again, we have to remember that...
Or the Mayor, because that's... indirectly Sonata lock. Oh, wait.
Also...
No, never mind. Snow White Temple's not directly locked by Sonata. Never mind me.
So again, it's the whole thing about the water-locked progression, which means that it has to mean that Storms is locked behind Sonata somehow. And one of the conditionals for getting Storms in Castle is light arrows. So for that to hold true, light arrows should be Sonata locked, or Sonata has to lock light arrows, because that's the only way that we can have water progression hard locked by, or Storms locked by that water progression. I'm not sure I did a great job explaining that, but essentially you just need to remember that.
We're gonna see a Chew used here. It's pretty rare.
Well, Mario Dance.
Yeah, hopefully they can deduce this logic.
No, the hook was in the bomb shop.
Mario also going for the Season 1 strats. He's just gonna give up and do intended strats, I suppose. It's been a long time since I've seen somebody go for this hook shot. Okay, nails it though. That one's pretty tricky, so... Good that he was able to get it right away. Is he going to go for Goron Race? He is. I guess this makes sense. You're on night 3. You don't want to have to clear Snowhead again, so you kind of have no choice but to do it now or orphan it forever, basically. So I get this line of reasoning. Yeah, so Mr. Mario is probably just gonna wrap up. I guess I didn't see if he set up. He didn't set up Midnight Meeting yet because he couldn't have. But he will likely do that after this.
Check getting trolled by the Gorons.
So I mean, Goron Race will just troll you a lot in the beginning. It doesn't really matter though because there's a lot of rubber banding in both directions. So if you get really far ahead early on, the Gorons will catch up. But if you fall behind early on, the Gorons will slow down and allow you to catch up. So getting hit this many times early on in the race will not matter that much. Really, what matters...
The point is the bridge, right?
Yeah, once you're past the bridge, that's like kind of the point. Although they are kind of being mean with grabbing all these pots. If he doesn't find a pot soon, he might be... Okay, there's one there. He got bailed out by that. This is the point now where the race really matters, and so... You should be able to overtake these Gorons, but it's going to be close. That last one might be a little bit too far, actually. Oh, yeah, that was not a good bounce. Yeah, so he's going to have to try again, unfortunately, unless it hits the wall, which it didn't. Arrgh!
Oh.
It's fine. He can just play it again if he wants to. If not, yeah, he's just going to say, screw it. You made the baby cry!
Baby moron.
Let's just hope it doesn't have anything major.
Okay, Mr. Mario's checking Smithy.
Yeah, but it's the wrong one, unfortunately.
Should have the gold dust still, right?
Yeah, he does. He just doesn't. It's day 1.
Oh yeah, it's day 1.
Probably wants to just set it up now and then maybe he's forgotten about Midnight Meeting or just doesn't care. But he is going to just follow and CheckRaise's steps. So there's nothing here, nothing in springtime. Really all that's left here is the Smithy checks, and Goron Race, which we didn't see. But like I said, like, you just dumb follow progression right now. I think that's your best option. And again, obviously we know about this whole, like, the logic behind Sonata potentially locking light arrows, but I'm trying to frame this from, like, the runner's perspective. And again, I don't think they're,
he's going into GBT right now.
This is what you do. You just follow progression, do your dungeons first. Hope that light arrows is in the way.
He's on the final countdown, though?
He's fine. He's inverted. He has lots of time.
Okay.
How many hours does he have left? Oh, 5 hours? That's plenty of time.
He has 800 years, right?
At least. You have time to probably do GBT twice with this amount of in-game time.
And he definitely kill War, right?
I'd do it.
You have Great Fairy Sword. It's a quick, easy kill.
I'd never skip Wart, but I know a lot of people do. Go.
The weird logic is that with Sonata locking, is hard locking light arrows.
Okay, so I'll explain.
It's a foolish. We have a foolish Song of Storms.
Yeah, foolish Song of Storms and Castle, and Sonata was vanilla. So what we're saying is that there's essentially that Storms has to be hard locked by the water in a bottle, and so because that means that Sonata has to lock Storms somehow for it to be foolish. And because one of the conditionals for getting Storms is light arrows, we're figuring, though, yeah, And Keg was just readily available. Nothing else was locked by Sonata, so we're thinking it's either going to be Smithy 2, Gold Dust Being in Woodfall Temple, or Kita. Because those are the only Sonata locked checks we have left.
Nice recoil flip there, CheckRaise.
Ooh, he got the gamer recoil there. So, if you do a recoil down to this ledge, it's slower than if you were to just turn into Zora and just do like the dive strat down. But if you shoot it with an arrow, if you shoot the bomb with an arrow and immediately backflip and shield, then it's faster. Unfortunately, he missed the ledge, so it ended up not saving time for him, but still, he's an absolute gamer to go for that strat.
He gets bonus points for trying. I could never do that bonk.
So the way that bonk works is that if you hold target while you're swimming, and then you bonk into a wall, the game will auto-adjust you so that you change to face the original angle when you press target. So you bonk into the wall when you press target while you're going through like the tunnel beforehand, and that gives you the angle so that it turns you right around, and you're able to just grab the ledge right away. So far, he missed the fast strat to get the chest, but it's no big deal. This has still been a really good GBT so far.
There's your mask from your favorite mask.
Nice.
Nothing there.
Where was Fierce DD again? Because it doesn't look like Mario has it.
Treasure chest game.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Mario is trying to go for the gainer that I do. But there you go. You got it, bud. You have to be careful with that gainer, because if you're too close to the ice, you'll hit it and you'll void. But I'm pretty sure if you get that gainer, you get that gainer optimally, I think it's the fastest way to get through that room. Gainer. I'll call it that, yeah. Why not?
There's lights.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Turns out it wasn't Sonata locked after all.
So that is go mode.
So what we can say about that, I don't know if CheckRaise has enough time to do both. He has enough time for sure to clear GBT. I don't know if he's just going to reset and then do Stone Tower or not. Yeah, and that's, again, like, if it was just on the way, as Zoe predicted, then that was curtains for Mr. Mario before it even began. So it does kind of come back to the whole Goron mask thing, but I think the really big consequence was Mr. Mario going for Pirate's Fortress in Cycle 1, and he essentially had to commit to eggs right away, and it made him make his Cycle 1 last so much longer, meaning that he basically had to commit to a bunch of stuff, which, again, eggs wasn't required, so CheckRaise never even had to do, like, CheckRaise doesn't even touch Pinnacle Rock, and he's in go mode, so it is kind of a consequence of skipping that, but CheckRaise routed this extremely well. He routed it in a way that was very safe so that he could skip eggs if he really needed to, and he was rewarded by just being able to do all his dungeons in order and just getting lights along the way. Like I said, which is what the smart play is to do. So. Oh my god. Get this jump. This jump sucks. This is the worst jump. I don't go for this because it's so stupid and inconsistent. Yeah, I think at this point you probably... You're going to be cutting it real close. Even with FD, even if you have like a perfect twin ult, you'd be cutting it really close.
Yeah, I'd almost... Because you do still have to climb Stone Tower and get through the dungeon.
Climbing Stone Tower takes about 2 hours uninverted, so that's I want to say an hour 20 on its own. No, sorry. No, I'm not doing math right. Right, it's divided by 3, so it would be about 40 in-game minutes, and he still has to fight Georg, so that leaves him with about 2 inverted hours left to do Stone Tower. I think you have to reset here.
Just to be on the safe side. I would feel a little secure that you found light arrows while doing GBT, but also feel a little behind if you think your opponent went to GBT once getting that magic.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do GBT first, though. I think the smart thing to do is rush the temple that has the most checks first.
Yeah,
and you get your magic right in Deku Palace, which is where you get Sonata, so it just makes sense to go to Woodfall Temple.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to look at the spoiler log after this to see where this lens is and see if this confirms their theories.
At least Georg is much easier with Fierce Duty Mask.
I mean, Georg on English is pretty easy as it is, but yeah, FD just makes the fight like a no-brainer. Unless you get like a trolley angle and then don't know how to angle the shots. So you just need to move to the right here. Or angle the shots again. Yeah, there's no way he's not resetting after this, which is unfortunate. But it's not going to be a problem.
And that is George down for CheckRaise. Yes, I say George because I've said it as a kid. Just like I used to say Deku.
That's how I said DQ.
Dairy Queen. What's your favorite flavor of Blizzard?
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Christmas Mario didn't get yeeted by Goat there.
Kind of just ignored him. Yeah, I think he's just gonna Song of Time here. If he soars, he's a... Oh my god. Are you? Is he gonna go for it?
Maybe he would just climb Stone Tower and then...
I don't know why you would do that, though, because you'd want to use
go to the owl statue.
I don't know why you do that. You would want to use that time to kill it. Is he just gonna go straight for it? If he does, he's an absolute gamer. Because again, like, if what would be the smart thing to do here if you want to play it safe on time is you reset and then make it Night 3 immediately, and then you use the Stone Tower climb to kill time. He's straight up, if he resets once he hits the owl, he's just straight up losing time with this. You think it's fine? You think he's fine? Alright, we'll see.
Listen to the gamer god of Jess.
Saying it's okay. But, yeah, I guess looking at it, it's probably okay.
Mario will probably head to GBT next. Yes, Inverted Stone Tower is much shorter than GBT, but at least we're not going to pull a phase here and have reset time with 1 second left. And yeah, if he struggles with the recoil flips going towards Egos, I'd be, or not Egos, the Igor, I'd be a little concerned.
Yeah, obviously nerves can play into it, especially if you're in like a 1v1 race and you're playing against such a competent player such as Mr. Mario, and you have that clock ever looming, but yeah, looking at it now, he's probably fine. He just has to not completely dingus on his execution for this last little bit.
Dingus, is that a technical term?
Maybe he'll owl save for backup? No?
No, he's just going in raw. What a gamer. Of course, aiming arrows is kind of annoying when it's Night 3 because you have the screen shaking all the time. But that's how it be.
You have the slight chances. There's a bomb pack on Smithy 1.
How many masks he has? Oh my god. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how CheckRaise does Twin Mold. Some people will opt not to do FD for Twin Mold because if you don't get an optimal pattern, or maybe you're not confident with the one cycle, then technically aiming is faster. But some people like me just are really bad at aiming and opt to do FD, and the one cycle's not that bad. And then you just have to hope that you get good RNG on the red. Let's see these recoil flips. Good
Nice
first one.
clean.
He's gonna get the double. Yeah. Oh, easy. Damn.
Oh,
Nice.
this is smooth, man.
She's not nervous at all. Though, I mean, both of these players are very experienced with previous seasons. But, well, CheckRaise wasn't in season 1 of MM, but I think he's qualified for previous seasons of OTR. So he's used to like the mental state you have to be in with a 1v1 race. Like they're both very used to brackets.
In case you're curious, it was just a piece of heart on Gold Dust. Nice clean kill of Gomez.
Yeah, I didn't go for the ultra quick spin strat, but that's fine. It's got a whole hour 20 to kill Twin Mold.
His execution in here has been on point. Let's just hope Twin Mold cooperates.
This aim right here. This can be kind of trolly, but nah, he's got it. So he has a full hour inverted to kill Twin Mold with FD, so he should be fine. Okay. If he kills the Gwei after Stone Tower, he's like the ultimate gamer. Absolutely, like...
I was watching a runner the other day that they were playing around with the Gwei, waiting to kill time until the clock tower opened.
Let's see. Does CheckRaise go for the one cycle? Does he know how to do it? Or is he just gonna get like the standard 2 hits and go from there?
Damn, I'm out of Dr. Pepper.
Oh, looks like that's the setup. Oh, what a
Nice.
game. Beautiful.
Nice clean kill there.
Now you just have to hope that red plays nice and gives you a good pattern so that you can one cycle him too. But this one's RNG. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do.
Where is Mr. Mario gonna check next?
I'm not sure. Not sure why he's going here. Is there something on the fish? This looks like it could be... Yeah, this is actually a really nice pattern. He can easily get the... Oh, yeah. We're not missing that shot. Okay, one more hit on red, so... Yeah, he's fine. And he just spawns right in front of him, so... Perfect.
Ooh, missed that
Uh-oh.
swing.
It's fine, it's fine.
Still plenty of time.
Uh-oh. Okay.
There we go.
That was pretty free there.
Oh, Mr. Mario's grabbing the mountain title lead now. Oh, he has plenty of time to go get to the clock tower.
Yeah, that's so. Can we talk about Check's route? So he grabbed Cafe Letter, made it Night 3, got Deku Mask, did Deku Palace, then Woodfall Temple, Snowhead Temple, Springtime, even fit in a Goron race, GBT, Stone Tower, all on Night 3.
Yes, and you were talking about it. It is a bit challenging to do it, but CheckRaise showed us all that he is such an awesome gamer.
It's doable. It's doable. And he's still got like 45 seconds left, which is quite a bit of time for execution errors, so... But I'm sure every MM runner can attest to this. Once you start running MM, like, timers in games just don't scare you anymore. Like, I'm so unfazed by any timed challenge in a game now, because I know that it's going to be so lenient that as long as I play well, it's going to be fine. Yeah, this should be a short little Majora fight here. Probably not even 2 minutes with FD. But I need to say the thing I say every time, which is, oh my god, turn this cutscene back on, please. If this cutscene is not on in Season 3, I'm actually gonna revolt.
You're gonna revolt and not race?
I mean, I'll still probably race, but I'm gonna be extremely upset about it.
You'll come into every interview saying, turn cutscene back on, turn cutscene back on.
I hope everybody who voted for this cutscene to be turned off loses every single one of their races due to mask RNG. I mean, that would be karma at its finest, but as we've seen with Rando multiple times, Rando doesn't give a shit about karma.
Phase 1 down, on to phase 2.
No, FaZe is out of the bracket, my man.
Yeah, GG to Michi for knocking him out. Close race, but...
Oh, Jess is saying he wants it back on too.
Amaranth emote too, spicing it up. Yeah, this'll be quick work here. Oh, dude, he took damage right as he killed Majora too. That's cool. GG, CheckRaise.
See what the final time was: 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 7 seconds.
GG.
We'll get these runners in for an interview right now. GG, guys.
GG, CheckRaise.
GG.
It is. Seemed like a fairly straightforward seed, to be honest. Once you get the cafe letter, it's just, all right, look at all this progression we have, right?
Yeah, I definitely felt like I put that off a little too long, but from there it was straightforward.
Yeah.
Kudos to doing all 4 dungeons on night 3.
It was getting a little spooky in GPT when I failed the seesaw a couple times.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah, once you finished GBT, you were like, I have enough time, probably.
Yeah.
You can get Mr. Mario in here as well. Looks like he's in the waiting room. Yeah, so the big deciding factor was, unfortunately, hello, my man, how you doing?
Hey!
Yeah.
Jeez, CheckRaise.
GG's.
Yeah. It was, we were kind of hoping there was, some kind of shenanigans for that light arrows that might have given you an opportunity, but unfortunately it was just straight progression.
Like, light arrows was the last out that I could have possibly had. Like, getting that wallet as late as I did, and then getting healing off of the gamble of eggs, it just sucked too much. I knew I was, like, way too far behind to catch up if it was just on the way.
Yeah, exactly. Which, that was exactly Zoe's bet. It was just on the way. Smile. But yeah, so what ended up happening, basically, because you went to Pirate's Fortress extremely early, because you were pretty desperate for a wallet, I assume.
It was my densest location.
Yeah, and then you kind of forced yourself into doing eggs, which didn't end up being required, so yeah, that definitely set you back a little bit, and then it was just extremely linear from that point out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, CheckRaise did it. I think CheckRaise routed this seed extremely well. The only thing that was kind of interesting was you kind of did the Observatory opener night 1, except you didn't actually do Observatory, so you skipped out on the scrub for a little longer, but it didn't end up mattering that much.
Yeah, I was just trying to mess around with that Great Big Coast Grotto opener.
Oh my god, dude, you're my hero for doing that. That was so funny.
So, oh my god, he went straight to Great Big Coast.
He literally did North Clocktown, checked the tingle, saw that it had Epona's, went to Termina Field and played Epona's song, and went for Coast Grotto.
Yeah.
It's like it has a bow 50% of the time, right?
It really does, dude.
Seems like it.
That grotto is always required.
Yeah.
Why is? Yeah. I don't know, man. That was, yeah. Again, like, as long as you do your first cycle relatively quickly, you get Goron and Keg, and then you just do your songs, and then wait. As soon as Pirate's Fortress is like your best option, you just go get that letter to Cafe, and then the whole seed is a straight line from there, basically.
Yeah, Chuck was lucky enough to find Letter to Cafe on day 1 in Pirate's
That's another
Fortress.
thing. Unlucky that I did it on night 3, so I would have to reset and get it again.
Did you find the hint for Laundry Bowl
Oh yeah.
after or something like that? Because as soon as I saw that
had
hint, I
Laundry
just
Bowl
kept it
immediately.
day 1 forever.
Yeah, you were in a really good spot where you could just invert and then just look for that letter to Cafe, because it's pretty obvious that it was hiding your progression at that point.
Yeah, once
Yeah.
you turned in the dog race, is
Yeah.
required.
Yeah, I did dog race like day 3 on first cycle, so
Yeah, it was probably before me.
Yeah,
I mean I didn't have Goron, so I doubt it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So we had a little discussion about the whole logic behind the foolish storms in
Yeah.
Castle, and how it could have potentially, like, essentially we kind of figured out that Sonata had to lock Castle somehow, because that's the only way that storms can be foolish, right? Because the whole bottle in Deku Palace thing. But we were trying to reason this out, and we are like, maybe Sonata locks light arrows because it's a conditional for Castle, but that didn't end up being the case.
And I think chat's figured it out. It was because of the magic.
Yeah, magic locked magic. Yeah.
The magic was locked behind the bean.
You,
And magic on Oceanside Spider House is magic locked.
that was another thing I wanted to comment on, was with the magic on Ocean Spider House. I'm like, bro, if they find light arrows first, then you just do
100%.
Ocean Spider
Yeah,
House.
for sure.
100%.
Yeah. And it's just like, alright, that's my go mode. I don't care about where first magic is.
Yeah, out of curiosity, the Ones of Truth was on Hungry Goron.
Oh my
So
god.
yeah, that wasn't Sonata
Never
locked.
getting that.
Yeah, I'm not
a
getting
nice
that
little
either.
bit of bait.
I'm guessing there was nothing good on Goron Race either, because CheckRaise bailed after that
And
race.
Let's not talk about that.
Goron Race was, I don't know what kind of vanilla you call a bottle with Chateau Romani.
Oh. Yeah, that's a bottle, I guess. All the bottles came way too late.
Yeah.
There's
It also
two.
sucked having 2 bottles for eggs.
Yep. Yep.
Woodfall Temple had 2, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Woodfall had gold dust and milk.
Yeah.
And then
Super early hook shot, and nice early Fierce DD Mass, too.
Where was FT?
Goron minigame.
oh yeah, chess
that
minigame.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
And then we were like, oh man, he's only got about an hour 20 left, and then you nailed the twin mold one cycle, which was really cool. We weren't sure if you were going to go for that.
Yeah, that second twin mold guy though did not
Yeah,
behave.
did not cooperate.
Some
at
user error there for sure, but
all good. You still had 45 seconds left. That's tough.
yeah, I wasn't worried once I did the recoils. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, your
I know.
your execution was on point in Inverted Stone Tower.
Yeah, it was clean.
But GG, you will move on to face Nika in the next round.
Fun.
I have not seen much of Nika's races before, so
I didn't have any other specific points I wanted to touch upon. You guys have anything else you want to say about the seed?
Did anyone see my tingle photo?
yes,
Yeah,
Joe
we did.
Moore.
Surprised it worked.
Yeah, I double take on it.
Yeah. You see, there's one. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll post it in chat. There was one from my race with Drew that I thought was really good. Let me find it. Here we go. Post it in chat for you guys. This is not the one that CheckRaise is referring to, but this was a pretty funny tingle photo I had.
Nice.
Yeah, that's very similar to what Check just took.
Yeah, that logic was weird.
Well, all around, great job, both runners. I don't have anything further.
Good luck on your next round, Chick.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good luck.
You too.
Look forward and see you in future weeklies, Mr. Mario.
Probably some.
Back to OT for you for now, I assume?
Yeah, I got a co-op tournament at SGL coming up.
There you go. There's actual money on that one. Whoa.
Yeah, hype stuff.
That's it. You can probably wrap us up then, VXR.
Yep. Alright, that's going to be it for us tonight. Tomorrow we have another MMR tournament match between Boo and Spec. That'll be at 1 p.m. Eastern. At the same time, we have OOTR Random Settings League Losers Bracket semifinals between Zopar and Vodzilla. It's a rematch of a earlier match in the tournament where they took 7 hours almost to finish a seed. Hopefully
Let's go.
this next one doesn't take that long.
That sounds like RSL.
Yeah, it was a seed that they didn't have to. It was just open bridge, boss door unlocked. Didn't have to complete any trials, and it still took 7 hours because the lighters were absolutely awful. But anyways, and then we have Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament.
Zelda 2!
At 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So, yeah, I can send you guys a spoiler log.
I just posted in the Discord. And like, brace
Yeah,
yourselves.
I'll do that. Alright, so, till next time, good night.
See ya.
Later.
See you.